My girlfriend told me, if you won't do what I say, you won't get anything from me anymore. So I smiled and said, all right, let's see who breaks first. She thought she could use intimacy as a weapon, but what she didn't expect was how far I'd go in silence. My name's Ethan, and I used to believe that love was built on patience, compromise, and a bit of humor. When I met Lena, she was like a fire, bold, magnetic, and full of life. We clicked instantly. We laughed at the same jokes, stayed up talking for hours, and shared everything, emotionally, mentally, and yes, physically. Our relationship felt perfect, until it didn't. It started small. She wanted things her way, what I wore, who I hung out with, even what I ate. At first, I thought it was her being caring, but soon I realized it wasn't care. It was control disguised as concern. Still, I kept quiet. I didn't want to lose her. Until one evening, she decided to test my limits. It started over something stupid. I refused to cancel a family event because she didn't feel like going. That night, she looked me dead in the eyes and said, fine, if you can't listen to me, you won't get any affection from me. I thought she was joking, but the days that followed proved she wasn't. She stopped touching me. No hugs, no kisses, nothing. She'd walk past me like I was invisible, but still expect me to do everything, listen, agree, and obey. And the worst part, she thought I'd break first. She'd smirk when I tried to talk, pretending like she had the upper hand. It was her power play, and I was supposed to fold. But instead, I decided to do something different. I decided to play her game. Weeks went by, and I didn't say a word. I stopped trying to fix things. I stopped chasing her. I became quiet, calm, distant. At first she was thrilled. She thought I was submitting, giving her control. But slowly, she began to notice the shift. I started working out more. I was dressing better. I smiled again, but not at her. Then one evening, I came home later than usual. She asked where I'd been, her voice cracking just slightly. I looked at her and said, you started this, remember? You wanted distance. I'm just respecting your space. Her eyes widened. For the first time, she realized she'd lost her grip. The next few days, she began to change. Suddenly, she wanted to talk, to touch, to fix things. But I wasn't the same man anymore, because in her silence, I found peace. In her manipulation, I found clarity. And in her game, I found the truth, that love without respect isn't love at all. So one night, when she tried to reconnect, I looked her in the eyes and said, Lena, I'm not angry. I just don't feel it anymore. She froze. What do you mean you don't feel it? I mean, I said calmly, you taught me to live without affection. Now I'm just continuing what you started. She tried to laugh it off, but tears followed. She begged to go back to how things were. But the thing about playing power games in love is, once the game's over, there are no winners. I walked away quietly that night, not in anger, not in revenge, but in strength. Because my revenge wasn't breaking her heart. It was showing her she never controlled mine. Months passed. I rebuilt myself, stronger, freer, and far more self-aware. And funny enough, Lena tried to come back. She said she missed me, that she didn't mean it. But I'd already moved on. Because the truth is, love isn't a game of control. It's a dance of respect. When one person tries to dominate, the rhythm dies. So if someone ever tries to control you with silence or intimacy, don't beg, don't chase, just rise. Because the moment you stop playing their game, you win. Power doesn't come from control. It comes from self-respect. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more real-life stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation. Because sometimes silence is the loudest revenge.